And Dave Brown of the Oilers feeds Kelly Buchberger at center ice. He lost the handle there, but the Oilers managed to dump it. Oh, they score! Adam Graves scored from center ice. Graves looked as if he's just going to dump it in, and then with Chevrier leaving the net prematurely, Graves shot it in from the checkered red line at center. A goal of about 130 feet or so. 1-0 Edmonton. Tikkanen trying to dig it out. He did to Klima. Poke checked away from him. Tikkanen picks it up along the boards. Leaves for Klima. Around Manson. Cuts right in. A shot. They score! Peter Klima turned Dave Manson inside out, and as he cut for the net, drew Chevrier to the near post. Yeri Curry all alone in front. He won't make any mistake from there. It's 2-0 Oilers. Back of the goal came loose to Messier. He couldn't clear it. Thomas in behind the net is bumped. Troy Murray jammed it loose to Savard. To the line, and Wilson. Here's the long shot. He scores! Doug Wilson, a long-range blast, and the Hawks cash in on the power play, and now they trail 2-1. And Bill Ranford was furious, feeling that he had been interfered with. He was almost turned all the way around when that puck went in the net. Taken by Lowe, whose pass is intercepted. Here's Roenick the other way. Over the line to Thomas. Fires! Right on! And a save by Ranford. Excellent passing from Savard to Roenick, who then made a quick touch pass. Gave it to Randy Gregg, who flips it down into the Hawk zone. McGill hooked from behind by Simpson, who gets to the loose puck. Then McGill drilled into the inboards, but Simpson digs it out for Buchberger. A shot. They score! Buchberger flipped it into the slot area, and I believe Adam Graves, with fine hand-eye coordination, banging in a bouncing puck. Graves with his second goal of the game. 3-1 Oilers.
Adam Graves taking a page out of a Gretzky or a Messier or an Anderson or even a Klima, putting a shot between his legs on the backhand.
Back to Manson on the move at center. He put it to Wilson over the line. Drop for Manson. We had every opportunity to shoot, and for some reason peels off to the board. Now a long wrist shot. Hits somebody in front. Creighton trying to muscle it loose. Shoots. He scores! Adam Creighton, utilizing his improved strength and his long reach, fought off a hit, and as he was falling to the ice, lifted the backhander into the top corner, and the Hawks now trail 3-2.
Well, Dave Manson knew all along why he didn't shoot. He had an opportunity to crank it up. The puck might have been a little bit too far in front of him, thinking he might hit the defenseman's stick. He peeled back off to the center of the blue line, let a wrist shot go. Ranford made the save and threw a screen. Creighton picked up the rebound.
Takes it away, chipped it up the boards, held in by Yanni. Yanni, a spinorama move, a long wrist shot, didn't get through. Thomas near side. Out to the line for Wilson. Wilson at the far point, chipped it for Thomas. A shot, he scores! Steve Thomas with a one-time blast by the gloved hand of Ranford. And that pass from Doug Wilson up into the air, landing perfectly for Thomas to rip it. And the Hawks have tied it at 3.
What a goal. Great pass, first by Thomas to get it over the outstretched stick of Tikkanen to Wilson. Wilson returned it right back to him over two players. The pass was about a foot and a half in the air and it landed perfectly, and Thomas cranked it up on the fly and just blasted it past Ranford. He didn't even move. He had no chance. It was in and out.
Glenn Anderson over the Hawk line, got around to check, cuts for the net, centered, won a shot, and a save by Chevrier on Jeff Smith. Rebound to the line, and Smith, the Hawk penalty's over. Both teams at full strength. Manson deep in his own end to Savard, and he rolled it out to center ice. Now Roenick chasing into the Oilers zone. Centered one, Creighton right in, shoots, he scores! Adam Creighton, his second goal of the game, but it was the speed and hustle of Jeremy Roenick that made it all possible. And the Blackhawks have rallied from a 3-1 deficit, and now they lead 4-3. Ship it into the center ice area. Conroy dumping it in. There's Lowe up the far side, picked off by Roenick. Roenick centered it. Larmer put it in front. Gilbert, he scores! Greg Gilbert off a great pass from Larmer as he was falling to the ice after a heavy hit. Gilbert still able to put it off the post and in, and the Hawks lead 5-3. 5-3.
Jeremy Roenick is flying tonight. He intercepts the pass, gets into Larmer. Larmer turns on the backhand, makes the pass to Gilbert. Gilbert picks it up and knew he was going to get nailed and still let the shot go. Scored the goal and took the hit.
Now Greg starts the Oilers back. Here's Anderson as Conroy falls down. Anderson is in. He cuts in shooting. And a save by Chevrier. Rebound behind the net. Now Conroy able to pick it up, and the goal came off the moorings. Graves. Adam Graves has room to center. Gains the line. Graves to his backhand. Shoots one. He scores! Adam Graves. A backhander scoring his third goal of the game, and all three of them should have been stopped. It's 5-4 Chicago.
I don't think Chevrier expected him to shoot. He was cutting in on his backhand, had a step on the defenseman. He let the shot go and got it well inside the post for his third goal. Well, Graves, I would imagine that's his first career hat trick, his first 3 goals of the year. And he just shovels it in on the backhand, surprising Chevrier. I don't think he expected him to shoot.
Gave it to Curry. Yeri Curry over the Hawk line, 3-on-2 for Lowe. Back to Curry, shooting, and a save by Chevrier, and he holds on. Face-off will be to the right of Chevrier. The draw to Jeff Smith, his long shot, stopped by Chevrier. Rebound, they score! Norman Lacombe picked up the rebound right in the slot and fires it in, and the Oilers have tied it up at 5.
Well, the save made on the shot from the point. The Oilers win the draw. The rebound went right to Lacombe, and Lacombe in one motion found a loose puck and let it go, beating Chevrier, and it's a 5-5 tie. 2 minutes and 1 second into the third period. Everything they touch goes in. 5 goals and 17 shots.
He bounces it out to center ice. Buchberger has it there. His pass deflecting, and Larmer picks it up to Gilbert. Here he fakes the shot, trying to walk in. He did. He shoots. He scores! Greg Gilbert! A brilliant rush, turning the defenseman inside out, and then firing it by the gloved hand of Ranford. His second goal of the game, and it was a thing of beauty. 6-5 Chicago.
Steve Larmer made the pass. Gilbert with the defenseman backing in. Huddy and Smith, 2 reliable defensemen. Gilbert faked the long slap shot and then victimized Huddy with the
Sends it away. Anderson put it to Messier. He steps over the Hawk line for Anderson. He's knocked down, gets back up, shooting, hit the goal post. What a play by Anderson to get the shot away. Here's Thomas on the counterattack. Fires, and he shot it wide. Good chances at either end. And he'll dump it back into the Oilers' zone. Larmer hustling after he gets there. Turns behind the net, but took a bump from Muni, who knocked him down. Came loose in front. Troy Murray cuts right in front. Ranford down, but he couldn't pull the trigger. Now Secord digs it out for Conroy. Back to Secord on the near side. His pass hits a leg. Held in by Secord. He shoots. Blocked at the defense by Muni. Rebound to the Oilers, and Klima clears it into the Hawk zone. Furious action here to start the third period. Trying to center it. Wilson got his skate in front of the pass, and Roenick the other way. Into the Oilers zone to Savard. Into the slot. Fires! And a save. Rebound! Shot just wide by Roenick. Now loose in front. Ranford has a seat and covers it up. And they're on their feet in the stadium. Swings it around to the near side. Now Secord knocks his man down in the corner. They fall on top of the puck.
While Secord was down, Simpson jabbed him in the back of the leg. That's a real cheap shot.
Hardly a surprise from Craig Simpson. We've seen that the last couple of years from him.
See if he can get a bigger shield next time, cover it right down to his shins. But Secord down. He gave him a jab with in the back of the leg with a stick.
Here's Steve Smith. One last rush here for the Oilers. Smith over the Hawk line. Here's Simpson cutting in. The play was offside, and apparently nobody could hear the whistle. Doug Wilson, big hack at Simpson as he cut in there. Now Simpson comes and levels Wilson. And now Simpson's going to get a high stick from one of the Hawks.
Doug Wilson got in an altercation last year with Simpson, but Simpson gave him a cheap shot a couple of shifts ago in the third period. And Wilson just took a hack at him to get back at him after the whistle, and then Simpson kicked the feet from under Dennis Savard. Smith came over to have words with Wilson. How many times have you ever seen Doug Wilson do this? Never. That tells you what kind of a cheap shot artist Greg Simpson is. Now he has a chance to go at Manson, and he ducked away from him. He won't have anything to do with him. I've never seen anybody do things on the ice as Greg Simpson does.
The shame of it is that he's a very talented hockey player, but he really...
Just the fact that Wilson is totally incensed. You realize that Simpson is a master at the cheap shot. He's got a shield right down covering his entire face. Hasn't dropped his gloves yet. Surprised he's dropped his stick. Well, I have no respect for Greg Simpson.
Well, you're not alone.
None whatsoever.
We only see this guy 3 times a year since he's in the Smythe division, but I don't believe we've seen a game go by where he doesn't kick somebody's feet from under him, give him a shot in the back of the legs. He's really a stick man, and the shame of it is he's a very skillful player when he sticks to playing hockey, but all this garbage and nonsense that he gets involved with is just a shame because it detracts from what could be a very good hockey player, and he really just a cheap shot artist, and that's a shame. But we see it not only in sports, but in all other walks of life. What goes around has a way of coming back around.
It's been a non-factor the entire game. When he gave Secord a jab in the back of the legs when he was already down in another situation in the corner, and then he ran Wilson after the play earlier. And that's why Wilson took a swing at him. And Wilson damaged his hand last year in a fight with Simpson. Only in his second major ever in his brilliant career. And when have you ever seen him swing a stick at someone that violently?
Ever happened. That's never happened. The first time in his career he's ever done anything that I've seen in that manner. Doug Wilson is the cleanest, classiest player you'd ever come across. But that, as you say, that's just evidence of the garbage that Simpson has been inflicting on Wilson the last couple of years, and Wilson finally said enough.
Number 18, Craig Simpson, 2 minutes for roughing. Blackhawk penalties, number 18, Dennis Savard, 2 minutes cross-checking. Number 24, Doug Wilson, 2 minutes slashing at 19:48.
Messier will get ready against Larmer. Now everybody moving too early. Now the draw to the Oilers. Curry, a long shot, gloved by Chevrier. Put it to Manson. Fire it. He did. Funny hop. Held in by Messier. To Curry. The last shot. Sails wide. Hawks win. Hawks win. It wasn't easy, but it was awfully entertaining.